Since you know these guys?
Say it again.
Have you played any part of scouting this team since you know some of these guys?
A little bit. I know Miles' game a little bit. He knows mine, so it'll be interesting to see how the game goes tomorrow.
Is there a Detroit style of play?
I wouldn't say that. Obviously, we're both two tough teams, and we're going to play tough. It's all or nothing at this point, so I think both teams are going to come out tomorrow and just give it all we got.
How was practice today for you guys?
Practice went pretty good. Went over a couple of plays that they like to run, just personnel things. It was really just a learning day, trying to get comfortable with who we're playing for.
Josh, how did it feel getting out there yesterday and just really putting in a strong effort?
I felt good. Basketball is what I love to do. I love playing, so it's always going to feel good going out there playing the game and getting the win.
Justin, you guys are obviously one win away from Kansas City. What's the key for you guys tomorrow?
Just to remain focused, I think, and obviously we're going to have to play some really good defense. Michigan State, they run a lot of different plays, a lot of different sets, and just think staying focused and trying to remember personnel, stuff like that.
Josh, you mentioned focus a lot. Maybe the Michigan State connection, is it even something you try and kind of forget about going into a game like this?
I wouldn't say I forget it. As a kid, it was just me being a kid and just always seeing them on TV, honestly. And I think tomorrow we'll just come out and just give it all we got.
Do you have a favorite Michigan State memory?
Favorite Michigan State memory?
Just watching.
Not that I can remember. I couldn't pick out one specifically.
How many times did you visit there unofficially throughout your life and officially?
Officially, I visited there once. Unofficially, probably 4 or 5 times.
How much were Cassius and Miles in your year last year around this time?
Pretty good amount. I lived in Michigan, so I would see them guys a lot. We played on the same AAU team, so we would always talk about what it would be like to play together in college. But at the end of the day, I feel like I made the best decision for me.
You guys were teammates around 10, 11 years old?
Yeah, we were really young. I've been knowing Cassius a little bit longer. I've been knowing Miles. I've been knowing Cassius since maybe I was in 2nd grade.
What was it like playing against Miles, on the AAU circuit and then in the prep school circuit?
It was always a fun game, We're both two competitors. We love to win, and either way, whoever wins the game is going to talk trash to the other one later. So it was always just fun, and we would just try to win the game so we wouldn't have to hear it later from the other one.
What did you hear back home when you did make the decision to go to Kansas?
My family, supported me still. They were happy with my decision. A lot of Michigan State fans were pretty hurt. But can't please everybody.
Coach Izzo has a reputation for maybe in second order, from first to second round, throwing some unpredictable things in. Is there, you try to prepare? Did he mention anything? They might try to throw something.
He didn't really mention anything like that. If they throw something at us that we haven't seen before, we'll just have to adjust on the fly. Today we just really went over things that we know that they like to do, and just a couple personnel things.
Do you think you obviously always like to play at a fast pace? Do you think they like to play at a fast pace here, or they can want to play at a slow?
I think they would like to play at a fast pace, especially with their size. They don't have a lot of size. They're kind of like us. We don't have too much size, so you got to play to your advantage. We got a lot of speed, so do they. So I don't see why they would come out and try to make it a slow game.
After you guys got the win, were you looking at the Miami-Michigan State game and kind of hoping for a matchup that might be better than you, or were you better for you, or were you rooting for anyone in particular?
I wasn't really rooting for anyone. I was ready to play whoever won that game, and it's Michigan State, so today we spent a lot of time, preparing for them. Also, we did last night, and I feel like we're going to be ready tomorrow.
How big is Carleton having a good tournament for you guys?
Oh, it's really big. We've always said it all year. Carleton's the X factor. If you really look at our team, anytime Carleton has a good game, we're gonna win, and we know it. He's just got to keep his confidence level up a little bit, and we got to find him a little bit more. I don't think we really look for him as much as we should.
Where do you think his confidence level is at? It seemed like he had a good game.
Coach is a lot harder on Carlton than he is with a couple other players because, like I said, we all know that he's basically the X factor. We need him to do good on the team. So sometimes when Coach gets on him, his confidence goes down a little bit. But I feel like he's doing a great job right now. I feel like his confidence is through the roof, and I feel like tomorrow he's going to have another great game.
Josh, what do you and the rest of the leaders tell the guys right before you take the court tomorrow?
Just focus on defense. We feel like if we do good on defense, everything else will come pretty easy. So that's one of the focal points for tomorrow.
I apologize, I'm pretty probably already answered this before, but what do you guys have to do to slow down Michigan State and stop them in transition?
Just trying to get back defense and limit their second chance shots. I think are the two biggest things, and just making sure we secure the ball off rebounds.
Thanks, Josh.
Did you ever play with Miles Bridges or always just against him?
I played with him a couple times.
On AAU?
Yep.
What was the name of that?
We played on One Nation together. We played on the Family together.
You said you make catches when you're like second grade?
Yeah.
When did you, what was that? Was that just basketball or you get some school?
Yeah, no, we played on the same travel team, AAU.
Like 6 or 7 or something?
Yeah.
They have travel teams that young?
Yeah, they do.
How good were you back then?
Huh?
How good were you back then?
Oh, I wasn't that good. Growing up, I was never really the best player on my team. I didn't really start getting good until maybe the 8th grade.
Growth spurt? Or?
Yeah, I hit a nice little growth spurt. Went from about 5'8" to 6 feet in the summer.
Cassius was second grade. When did you meet Miles?
I met Miles when I got to middle school, 6th grade.
Was he all swole back then too?
A little bit. He was. He was a little chunky.
Was Cassius the better second grade player than you then?
Oh yeah, he definitely was.
How competitive does it get between you and Miles? Is there going to be some trash talking?
It'll be a little bit of trash talking. I don't think it'll get out of hand though. But like I said, it's just going to be a fun game. We both are going to enjoy being out there.
Is it weird kind of how it goes full circle that you guys are playing against each other when some people thought you'd be playing with each other?
I don't really think so. Either way, just he and I basically grew up in front of each other, and just to see both of us out here doing well and having success, I think just makes both of us happy.
I think Michigan has always been a basketball crazy state with a ton of talent. Do you think Magic being who he was might have influenced that and made it explode even more in the state?
Magic definitely helped it, but I felt like Michigan, has always been a great basketball state, always produced talent, and just being there, I felt like it was just all about basketball. Some of my high school games, it'd just be sold out, crowd crazy. Everybody just loves it there.
What have you learned over the years about dealing with scrutiny for any play? What have you learned being at Scotland?
I've just learned that you can't really make everybody happy, even as much as you want to. Everybody makes mistakes, but just try not to care about everybody's opinion too much. I'm happy with myself. I'm happy with who I am and the way that I turned out. So, if anybody else isn't happy with it, then I don't know what to tell you.
Was there backlash from people, whether it be?
I think we saw that last night.
It's explosive. They were down 10.
Yeah.
Saw them up 15.
Actually, that was the bus ride home for us. I remember leaving here, they were down. We got back to the hotel, and it was halftime. They were up 50. It was like whatever it was. And so, they're very capable of doing that. We just got to make sure that if they start going, we stop that and take their confidence away.
It seems like their team has been more offensive minded this year, but now that they're in the tournament, they're kind of looking like Michigan State usually looks.
Yeah, I mean, you got to expect that, especially from a well-coached team. And so, we're expecting them to bring their best, but we expect nothing less, and we're looking forward to the challenge and looking forward to just playing our ball, and we'll be fine.
You're playing a team that has less experience than you do, which is most teams, but do you feel that is a distinct advantage?
I think it is an advantage. I think the way you could use it is how you respond to different situations, how you extend your runs and shorten theirs. and if we do a good job at that, we'll come out with a win.
You guys have experienced those 2-day turnarounds really all season. How well does that prepare you for the quick turnarounds of the tournament?
It definitely prepares you a lot, and we got a good coaching staff that can get us prepared. Today during practice, we learned as much as possible, and for guys like me and some of the other older guys, I mean, we played Michigan State. I think I've played them 3 times since I've been here, and so we kind of get a feel. I know some of their actions just because we've gone over it before, and we know what kind of stuff they like to do.
I think you're in the same building as them a couple times this year. Were you able to
I mean, we've
catch
just been
them
around.
then?
We've been around, and you see them on TV a lot. I'm sure they've seen a lot of us, and they know what we like to do. It's not like, I don't think they've switched up a ton, so that could work to our advantage. And you know what? We're a pretty different team than the past years, so maybe it could work to our advantage a little bit.
What do you know about Nick Ward when you watch his game?
He's a big body, and he knows how to use his body very well inside, and he'll be a tough challenge. But I'm looking forward to it. I like physical games. So
I feel like if you can get him into some foul trouble, maybe you guys get an advantage because they're not very deep.
Obviously, and I think they'll probably be trying to do the same thing to us. But you just got to play smart, see how the refs are calling it. If they let us play, then we'll both be able to probably stay out there, and if not, then we'll probably both see the downside to this.
Underclassmen picked up a couple years ago.
I'm not really sure about those games. It was like 2 years ago, but we just really focus on tomorrow's game.
I feel like you see Michigan State all the time. You were in the same building as them twice this year. Didn't face them, but it seems like you guys are always kind of in similar circles, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how that works, but yeah, it always seems like it happens like that. It's great to be in, around another school that has great tradition, and us as players really like that.
Did you see their comeback yesterday, and what did you think of how they were able to come back?
Yeah, it was great. I think it started on the defensive end. They really got out and defended and rebounded the ball, and they got easy baskets.
All right, Frank.
Thanks.
Second chances and just playing tough.
This team is very explosive. They were down 10 and turned it on and went on some crazy run to get up 15 or whatever. What do you got to do to keep them from getting those explosive spurts?
We can't let them get easy baskets. Like you said, transition. We got to keep them in front of us. Even on made baskets, we got to sprint back. Can't allow second chance opportunities. And, we just got to help each other defensively because they got guys who can shoot the ball, they can spread it out, they can drive it. So, we just got to be locked in defensively.
Devonte, coach, within the last couple of weeks, he said something to the effect that he thinks you guys perform better when you are challenged by a program or a named school that's close to what you are.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that to any extent?
I think that's the case for most teams, because when you're playing another big time program and especially at this time of the year, it's when to go home. So, everybody's going to come out and try to get their best shot at 110% each possession. So, it's Michigan State. It's Kansas versus Michigan State. The coaches don't got to get us hyped for that or nothing like that. We ready.
Hey, style-wise, what kind of game do you expect?
Say again?
Style-wise, what kind of game do you expect?
I was just telling the CBS people that it might be a track meet because they like to play fast, we like to play fast, and I feel like it'll be a real good, entertaining game.
And then, obviously, you guys, most games, if not all games, have a coaching advantage. You believe that, I'm sure. They're going to believe the same thing about their guy. What do you make of the coaching matchup?
It's two legendary coaches going at it. With two legendary programs, so both coaches to be locked in just as well as the players.
Do you think about that much? What an advantage having coaching is on your side?
I of course would pick my coach over any coach, and I'm sure Michigan State players would do the same. But I haven't really thought about it like that.
Normally this is kind of the second round or whatever. It's kind of the area where a lot of first number one seeds kind of go out. What do you feel like you got to do to keep from, losing in this round?
We just got to play our game. We can't get caught up in, the one-on-ones or, trying to outdo your position. We just got to play how we played yesterday and share the ball, play inside out, and lock in defensively.